So here we are on the very early days of the Edinburgh Fringe. It's already buzzing. It's amazing who you bump into. Stuart McFarlane's here. Hello, Stuart. You're no stranger to the Fringe.
Hello, Stuart. Yes, certainly spent a fair few years up and down the Royal Mile over the years and at various Fringe venues, taking in a very broad swathe of shows. And I think your own experience will probably agree that, you know, some can be excellent, some can be unexpectedly good, some you can be maybe a little bit disappointed with. It's always a real mixed bag.
But it's got an incredible history, this.
It does. So the Fringe goes back to the inaugural year of the Edinburgh International Festival, which was 1947. So the background to that, of course, was the money for it came from the winnings of the Epsom Derby in 1944. Ocean Swell was the winning horse. The £10,000 went to a feasibility study. Edinburgh Council agreed a festival could happen, despite the fact there was still rationing in the country, rationing around the city, but people that had extra accommodation in Edinburgh opened their doors to performers, and they were the international performers. The Fringe bit comes in as festival adjuncts. That was the original term for the Fringe, which lasted about 4 days until somebody thought of a curtain, the fringe, the very edges of something, and said, well, this is, you know, a group of performers that are doing something off their own bat on the edges of Edinburgh, because one of the performances was in Dunfermline at the Abbey, so it very quickly became the Festival Fringe. And it grew gradually, but really blossomed in the 70s, with Alistair Moffat taking on the role as an administrator, opened it up to what we see today. Street theatre wasn't really around before 1976, 1977, and he opened up the second Sunday of the Edinburgh Festival Fringe to bring many more street performers onto the Royal Mile. And what they did for one afternoon was they looked at the opportunity to show maybe at the crowds just a small portion of a show. And it swelled audiences almost straight away, because the streets were teeming with interested people that suddenly realised there is a festival in Edinburgh that's open to us, that is not classical and is not operatic and historical and what some may refer to as quite highbrow.
Well, we're going to channel our inner Martin Brundle now, because we're going to start one end of the Royal Mile, and we're heading up to the Grassmarket. It is quite a steep climb there. There's always a challenge in it to try and avoid being given a leaflet, but it never happens. It's impossible. So we're expecting some people here at the Fringe to leap out at us with leaflets. In fact, I can see one now. So we'll go over and give them a chance to sell their wares and plug their own shows. Well, here's a gentleman, in fact, who's from Northern Lights.
I am from Northern Lights.
Right,
indeed.
and he's giving leaflets away, something that happens here.
It does tend to happen here.
What's your name?
My name's Joe.
Okay, Joe, tell us what you're selling here.
Yeah, so we are Northern Lights. We are an internationally award-winning a cappella group and 5 times national champions. We're here with our show Accidentally A Cappella. We're at the Gilded Balloon at 12 o'clock until the 15th. And yeah, we're very excited to bring it to
Until the 15th, you only do half?
Only half the run, but yeah, double the fun.
Have you done the Fringe before?
Yes, we have. We've done the Fringe for years now. This is my second year in the group. It's my second year at Fringe. But yeah, we're Fringe vets at this point.
You can put in a lot of work and not necessarily get a great deal financially out of it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the Fringe is getting more financially tough each year, but I mean, the thing we love to do is perform for an audience, and so that's what we do at Fringe.
And it's not just a cappella, as we can hear probably in the background. We'll just go around. Who is this guy that's doing it?
This is Dan. He is our beatboxer. He is an incredible award-winning beatboxer featured in our show, and yeah, we're very proud to have him.
That's right, and he's warming up, it seems.
There's something about that reminds me of Michael Winslow, Police Academy films. Remember the quality of the actor and his ability to impersonate various sounds, and that was something that he did very well as well.
You can probably hear him in the background. He's in full swing, so we'll leave him to it, but all the best for the Fringe. Thanks very much indeed. There we are. So that's our first victim there as we continue to walk up.
A victim with a smile on his face, Stuart.
Yes, that's right. And here's another victim here. Who are you, sir?
I am Northern Lights. I'm part of
Northern Lights as well, a cappella.
Sorry,
My goodness.
have you already been accosted by all of our members?
Yes, so there's Tom Carroll over there. You're
I'm
Charlie McKee.
Yes. I'm actually from Scotland.
You're from Scotland as well, so you're all enthusiastic at the start.
Absolutely, yeah. We're really excited to be here. This is the first time probably doing Fringe. I'm going to try and see a show every single day is the plan. So that's how you should be doing Fringe. Yesterday I saw a man pretending to be a paperclip going back in time to kill Alan Turing. So So far, it's been pretty good.
Well, all the best for the Fringe.
best.
Right, let's move up here. Hello, there's someone else. This is, are you Elsa Dixon?
That's me, yes.
And you've got a show on called Cassandra.
Yes.
It says, what does it mean to be believed? Tell us about it.
So it's a traditional storytelling show working with the story of Cassandra from Greek myth and Scottish stories of witchcraft, witches and prophetesses through history, looking at what does it mean to be believed as a woman and also from like a climate activist perspective. It's quite deep. It's also fun. I play my clarsach and my cello in it, so if you're interested in Scottish myth, then it's a fun time.
Well, that sounds interesting. Thanks very much, and all the best for the Fringe.
My name's Alana Louise.
Hello.
Hello. This is my show, and this is my very attractive boyfriend who I've pimped out to help me promote it.
Yes, do you take much persuading?
Just a kiss. Just a big kiss.
That's nice, that's nice.
And a couple of
and
cigarettes.
a couple of cigarettes as well. Tell us about the show.
Okay, so it's two funeral directing sisters who are trying to get out of their small town by winning the X Factor. Are they talented? We don't know. You can come and see, and there's this mouse motif the whole way through.
It's a mouse, is it? I thought it was a rabbit. There we are.
Mouse, I know. It's outrageous, the show.
The poster on his chest is a bit
Oh
of a
yes,
giveaway.
the
Stuart.
dead mouse and pea brain.
Yeah,
Yes, that
yeah.
would give it away, wouldn't it? Really. Where are you performing?
So we're performing the number one space on the Mile, and 8:45 the first week, 9:45 the second week, and then back to 8:45 for the rest of the season.
Well, we wish you the best of luck. Thank you. And sorry for calling you a rabbit there, but there we are. It was obvious it was a mouse. Thank you very much. In the background now, we can actually hear one of the street performers, and this goes on a lot, doesn't it?
It does indeed. So I was here about 20-25 minutes ago, and this chap who is a magician, he was just setting up. So he basically is wearing a trilby hat, brown shirt, and he's on a little platform, brought his own case with him.
Got about
And
200 people around him.
I was going to say he's got a substantial crowd around him in a circle, mic'd up as you can hear, and he'll probably perform a set half an hour, 3/4 of an hour. The one thing to point out as well, Stuart, is this might be something quite rare, a dry day on the Royal Mile, because these performers that have performed here in the past have had to endure some absolutely dreadful weather. What is interesting, Stuart, is with the cost of accommodation now in Edinburgh, how many people have travelled from far and wide, and how difficult has it been for them to perform here, because it's hard enough for performers who are based around Scotland to come down to Edinburgh for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, but if you're coming in from overseas now to actually perform at the Fringe and advertise what you do, over the last few years in particular, it's become incredibly expensive.
Caricatures being done. There's a balloon clown over there. I know quite a few clowns. And there's another one here.
So Parliament Square is just in behind on our left-hand side. So we've made it this far up the Royal Mile. Now, interestingly enough, this year, as we're looking up towards the entry point to the castle, is of course the 75th anniversary of the tattoo.
That's right.
And the tattoo was something else that really started, its origins do go back to 1947. But it really was 1950 when it established itself as a standalone event that was still part of the Edinburgh summer that included the Fringe and the festival.
That's right. Well, who have we got here?
I am Annabelle, and this is Hannah.
Hello, Hannah. What are you selling here?
We are advertising Macbeth the Musical.
Macbeth the Musical. Who would have thought?
We are part of Bristol Shakespeare Festival. The festival itself has unfortunately on hiatus, but we're still here as the internal company.
Is this your first time at the Fringe?
No, this is our second. Well, my second time at the Fringe,
And my second time.
and your second time at the Fringe.
it's
But
not
I came 2 years ago, and you came 3 years ago. So yes, last year we did Julius Caesar the musical, which
And we
went
had
down a
Macbeth
storm,
the first
and then you had Macbeth 3 years ago. So we brought it back by popular demand.
Fantastic. Now, when you say went down a storm, not every show goes down a storm. It all depends what you're looking at. Are you looking to make money, or are you looking just to promote yourself?
We're looking to promote ourselves and also just bring educational joy and laughter throughout our show. We sold out very fortunately with Macbeth last time we brought it up here, and we've received 4-star reviews. And we're here just to basically bring cackles and chaos.
Cackles and chaos. I like that. You're wearing a nice saltire as well with you, and of course the Scottish tartan. Of course, when you come to the Royal Mile for the Fringe, so many other things you can do.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's got the full festival has a booklet that is bigger than a telephone directory for probably the west of London these days. The number of shows in there into the thousands, 3,500 shows. Plus, as I say, you've got the film festival that's on, you've got the international festival as well. So, and there's quite often there can be events that you can find where they're in very small, intimate spaces, and some are in great big theatres that seat, several hundred people. So the venues vary greatly, and where you can find yourselves to go and see a show, you can end up in some extraordinary places. I mean, the city is almost at bursting point at this time. It is spread well across the city, so it is unusual, now to think back that there was once an event in the first year that took place up in Dunfermline, where they really try and use all the venues. And of course, I mentioned Alistair Moffat, and he was greatly assisted by the first director, really formal director of the Fringe back in the late 1970s, who himself then opened the assembly rooms along George Street, and that's one of the first super venues, and there's 7 of them around Edinburgh. And if you go to one of those, then you can spend an entire day, literally 24 hours, because they run pretty much day and night, all these shows, so you can get to see so many if you choose to.
Well, the Witch on the left, we've got a busker here on the right hand side, and a car right behind me, so let's move to the left. And I'm intrigued with this 1984, aren't you?
Trying to get a closer look at the pictures on his advertising board.
Let's find out. 1984, I'm intrigued already. Tell us about the show.
The show's on at 11:25 a.m. every day at the Pleasance Courtyard. The company's called Boxtail Soup, and we do literary adaptations, usually with a lot of puppetry though. So it's got a bit of a puppetry twist on the show.
Something a wee bit different.
Exactly, yeah.
We wish you the best of luck.
Thanks very much.
Who do we have here?
Oh, hello, my name is Callahan.
And why are you here?
I'm here with my show #Hysteria, which is a historically and scientifically accurate account of human sexuality. It is a comedy.
A comedy?
Yes.
And how long have you been working on it?
I started writing it last year. We did our Fringe show, and then basically I was like, I want to do a new show. And my producer said, okay. And at the time, I was not medicated for insomnia. So a week later, I was like, I've written a script. And then we took it to Brighton. We sold out Brighton. People seem to be enjoying it so far. 140 every day, Appleton Tower, the Ruby Gilded Balloon. If you use the code Seeing Double, you can get half-price tickets.
Brilliant. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.
Going up the Royal Mile still, there's a big banner that's just been opened up miraculously in front of us. Never, Not Forever, a sketch comedy show with Sam, Becky, Chris and Charlotte. Are you one of these people?
Yeah, I'm Becky.
Hello, Becky. Tell us about the show.
It's a sketch comedy show by the Leeds Tea Lights, which is the University of Leeds' 20-year running sketch comedy group. We won Best Sketch Show at from the Derrick Awards last year at Fringe. And it's about a boy band, and it's a really fun sketch show. And yeah, it's like a culmination of our best sketches throughout the year, basically.
Where's it all happening?
It's happening at the Caves at Just the Tonic at 4:50 to the 24th of August.
So you've come up from Leeds. Is this kind of something that you've been put in the diary for a long time?
Yeah. We've been coming to Fringe, like the Leeds Tea Lights as a group has been coming to Fringe for about 20 years now. So we've been, planned this a very long time ago. And all the sketches that you see in the show, we've been working on over the year, performing on our tour, like across the country at different other unis and stuff. So this is sort of, a culmination of our best stuff from the year.
I think I spotted Sam. Is that Sam?
That is
Look
Sam.
at that, Sam on the poster. So you're from Leeds?
Yes. We're a student there at the moment.
It's an expensive thing, this, isn't it, coming up to a show like this?
Yeah. I mean, it's very lucky that we get sort of grants and stuff from the uni to be able to do this, because it's sort of seen as like a historically running kind of society. Students are able to come and do this relatively affordably, but it's still, there are a lot of barriers in place stopping students from being able to do this. And there's been a lot of articles recently talking about how sort of student comedians are being priced out of the Fringe, and it's nice that we're able to still do this,
Well, all the best with it, and obviously you're not just on stage for the 1 hour, you're out and about promoting it as much as you possibly can. So all the best with it. Thanks very much for talking to us. There we are, as we move up the mile, it's getting a little bit congested, isn't it?
It is, and he made an important point there, because he's talking about student shows, and of course members of Monty Python, while they were still students, were looking to try and perform in the very early 60s in Edinburgh, around about the time that you'd have like Dudley Moore performing in the 60s. But things moved on, and when the Festival Fringe did have a director in the late 70s, that's when the likes of Lenny Henry and Rowan Atkinson and people like that were beginning to appear, because Bill Burdick Coots had very much a vision to open up the Fringe, to bring in some of the fledgling television personalities, as those two were at the time, to get them a place in Edinburgh, as well as the universities and students that would come in.
And of course, I mean, we see it all the time. A lot of the big names still come to the Fringe.
They do, and they sell out, and they enjoy the experience, and they've got such a long-standing relationship with it. Miriam Margolyes this year is going to be here at the Fringe, and you think back to, Billy Connolly's been here in the past. Robin Williams, 1971, he was at the Fringe.
Let's find out who we've got here then. Hello there, what's your name?
I'm Molly.
Hello, Molly.
I'm the director of Poor Decisions. We're a director.
So even a director has to come out on the streets.
I know. Well, there's only 3 of us. We're small. We're doing it. We're doing our best.
Tell us about the show.
So we're a dark comedy about working in hospitality, which is a very relatable subject for a lot of performers and a lot of people who work in theatre. They also have a little part-time job on the side. So it's kind of the experience of 2 girls. They have a job. They don't particularly enjoy it, but they go on a night out for a work party, and the next morning they wake up and some pretty awful things, it turns out, transpired the night before.
Oh, you've sold it already.
I know, and basically it's them working out what happens and kind of dealing with the consequences of their poor decisions. So that's
Poor Decisions.
Poor Decisions,
there we are.
Greenside 6:30.
And it's poor as in P-O-U-R.
P-O-U-R, as in pour and
twist.
pouring a drink, because they work in a bar. Very, very smart.
Where and when?
Where and when? We are at Greenside George Street in the Lime Studio at 6:30.
Good luck with it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Molly, for talking to us there as we move up the Royal Mile. Let's see who else. Now, here's a couple of people. Describe.
The 2 people that look as if they've come out of Life of Brian.
Yes. What's your show?
So we are Fishing for Chips. We're doing an immersive comedy set in Pompeii called It's Gonna Blow.
It's Pompeii.
Exactly. It takes place in the final town hall meeting as the volcano erupts and the aftermath of all that.
He did have a sort of Life of Brian look.
It's exactly that kind of vibe. Monty Python / Horrible Histories. Fun for the whole family. It's all very silly. Queen Dome, 1 p.m. every day this month.
We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
It's all change every half hour or so. There's someone, coming off and someone going on. They have red lights, they have green lights to tell them. It's really well run, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it has to be, because you've got so many people that are investing so much money and time in this. It can't be an event that is poorly organised, that is run on a hash-bash basis. It has to be done professionally, and it would lose its appeal and it would lose its aura, I think, if the event was anything other than a really top quality event.
And earlier on you mentioned that, it's no rain. I just felt a spot of rain.
It's never far away. It's never far away. It's part and parcel of the whole occasion.
Who's this coming?
This is my colleague on board our flight. We're Fresh Ink Theatre Company. We're here at Fringe with Cabin Fever, a 2-person comedy. We've just done a show in New York, and we completely sold out all of our performances at Fringe last year.
Well done. And who are you?
I'm Beth. I am the other co-founder, writer and performer of Cabin Fever.
My goodness, it's a two-lady show.
2-lady show, theatrical comedy, set on an aeroplane.
And it's Cabin Fever. Where and when, first of all?
So it's at the Space Symposium Hall for the 23rd of August. So we're here for the whole of Fringe. Tickets are going quick.
We hope to see everyone on board with us.
On board, you see? Is this the sort of cliches we're going to be having?
Oh, yes. No
And
nosedives here.
So how did the thing come about in the first place?
So we did lots of improv, and we would just improvise. We got inspiration from a painting, and then we were improvising, and we thought, why not set on an aeroplane? And we played around with the characters, and we thought, why not play all of the characters? Anyone can do a show with 14 people, but 2 people bringing to life a flight full of passengers. That's got to be something interesting that people want to see.
Is it the sort of thing that you would tweak along the way?
Well, I mean, we definitely have different audiences responding to us, but in general, the audience will have to come along and find out to see exactly what happens 30,000 feet above the water.
That's right. Well, look, I've got your leaflet in front of me now. Lots of 4 stars here. 4.5 from the Derrick Awards, which are pretty prestigious.
We've got a must-see Fringe review there.
A must-see Fringe review. So already, on paper, it's looking pretty good.
Yes, it is, and it's even better in person. So come aboard, and you can see for yourself what a great show it is.
We will wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. Yes. Cabin Fever there. Look out for that one at the Space.
What caught my attention there was another reference to the Derrick Awards, which of course are the Edinburgh Festivals, or Edinburgh Festival Fringe Awards, specifically for theatre performances. So, if you've done very well, if you've received 4.5 stars, if you've picked up an award in previous years, then that's a good indicator that you'll be welcome back, and you'll probably be able to sell out, because, it's very good to have as part of your advertising.
Well, one thing that I haven't seen actually this year, which I saw lots and lots last time, statues, the living statues.
Yeah, they'll no doubt appear as well because they tend to be pretty popular, let's say, and of course, they take up very little room.
Let's have a chat with this young man. Tell me about your show.
Well, this is a new comedy about sexy priests who have really messed up their lives and chaos ensues. It did very well in its first run. It got 5 stars in 2 newspapers.
What's it called? Playing Love?
It's called Playing Love, and it's a new play by Aidan Monks.
Who is Aidan Monks?
Aidan Monks is our lovely writer who is standing over here giving out flyers somewhere. And he is a student writer at St Andrews. He's currently doing an MLit in screenwriting and scriptwriting, and he's had a few successful plays on at St Andrews, and we're very happy to be acting with his work.
Tell us where and when?
Where and when? 9:30 p.m. at the Bedlam Theatre every night until the 10th of August.
Good slot. Done
Amazing
Fringe
venue.
before?
No, this is my first time here at Fringe, but some of my fellow actors have been here a few times before.
That's right. One of them's actually risen right above the crowd at the moment, giving out leaflets, etc. So you're out in force, aren't you, promoting this?
We are out in force. We want to get people in the door. It's a great way to spend an hour. Venue 49 at Bedlam Theatre. And yes, every night, great bar and other shows on. There's lots to see.
It's been great to bump into you here. I just happen to have a microphone and getting your kind of thoughts on the history of the event as well, of course, which is incredible, really, and how it's grown over the years has been amazing. But for now, Stuart, I hope you have a good Fringe.
Thank you, and you too, Stuart. Thanks a lot.